On today's episode of DAPA.DANIEL.
Driving tour around the new construction townhomes over in Allen, Megatel, Ashton Woods, and Cambridge Homes. So you're gonna be tight. I mean, Dallas Cowboys, you guys got me messed up with the prices of tickets. They have like, I don't know, it's something about their tortillas. Living over here, you are gonna smell the fajitas when they start cooking. We're currently looking at the amenity center, so it's just 2 tables and a roof.
So that makes sense.
Oh, look at that. Z-Bro. 300Z right there. We are over in Allen today. I'm going to be doing a driving tour around the new construction townhomes over in Allen. We're going to be starting on the east side of 75 on the southern part, not the most southern part of Allen, but I'm going to start on like the south side, kind of work our way up north over towards like the event center and then out towards 121, kind of on the west side of over on the west side of 75. These are gonna be builders Megatel, Ashton Woods, and Cambridge Homes. I'm gonna be going into Parkview Lane first, which is gonna be right up on this right side with Megatel in here. I'm gonna going over some of the quick move-ins, some of the floor plans. Some of these communities are on like their final closeout. Some of them have just started. And yeah, so let's just get right into this one. So I'm off Greenville Avenue right now. And this is just a little neighborhood. I mean, these are all going to be just little neighborhoods. They're not going to be, if you guys watch my Frisco new construction townhomes, some of those communities were like part of master plan communities. That's not going to be the case with Allen. All these townhome neighborhoods are going to be pretty small. There's not going to be amenity centers, a whole bunch of walking trails and things like that. So just keep that in mind. Over here in Allen, they're not going to really have any of the townhomes within the master plan communities for new construction currently right now. This neighborhood, Parkview, has an HOA of $284 monthly. It's going to be, all these are going to go to Allen ISD, but the elementary school is just going to be different. This neighborhood is going to go to Norton Elementary, and then it's going to be Curtis Middle School and Allen High School. And I'll go through here, talk about some of the available plans. But on the MLS, they had 3 townhomes active. On the low end, they had the McKinsey plan. That was a 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 1,975 square feet. It was originally listed at $579,000. That has now dropped down to $539,000 at $272 per square foot. So that's going to be some of these right in here. And they have a little walking trail on this backside, but it's more of just like a sidewalk that kind of goes back in through those trees, and you know, an area to walk. But there's not any type of park or any other green space around here. On the high end, they have the Sheldon plan. That's a 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 1,893 square feet, listed at $589,000 at $311 per square foot. What they currently look like, but that is going to be Parkview Lane for the most part, but it's going to be located right off this Greenville, which will take us into the event center. I'm trying to make sure I go down all the roads. Let's see what's on the back side over here too. Like I said, not going to be a huge community. This neighborhood and then the next neighborhood are going to be both Megatel, and they're going to be close to their final bit of opportunities, but they're both actually going to be off Greenville. It's just that this one's going to be the furthest, this neighborhood's going to be the furthest away from the event center, Allen Premium Outlets, and things like that. So if you want to be closer to those things, maybe this townhome neighborhood isn't for you. However, the prices over here are a little bit lower than that of the next neighborhood we go to, which is going to be the Huntington Villas. Okay, up on this side, it looks like they have some apartments, some older shopping, and around this area is like a lot older feel for Allen. Once we start heading more north, we'll get into some of the new stuff around Allen. All right, let me just show you guys what's kind of around here. They have, yeah, it's just a retirement, looks like a retirement community on this backside. So not a whole bunch. All right, so I'm gonna pop back around. We're gonna head over to Huntington Villas right now. But that was a really quick neighborhood, so off to the next one. The next one's gonna be a pretty quick neighborhood too. They're all gonna be like that. Like I said, not gonna have any of the master plan communities. So if you're one to want to have a townhome but still be in the master plan communities, Allen's not gonna be offering that for you. Now there are some that are gonna be pre-owned, older houses in some of the bigger communities around here, but for the most part, all these new constructions are just gonna be essentially their own little neighborhood. So here's on the left side what we just went in through, and then here's kind of what the shopping looks like. So older architecture, older buildings around here, not everything, like it seems like most of the commercial stuff and retail kind of fell out. We'll also pass by Allen High School, those things. I'll drive around that. I'll drive around the event center, show you guys those areas too. The next 3 neighborhoods, because we're going to be going around 4 neighborhoods. That was the first one we were just in. The next 3 are going to be off of Stacy Road, and Stacy is where that's the main street of Allen, and it's going to have all the things that you want, all the shopping, the event center, and things like that. So we'll head over there to Allen. They also have some new developments coming to Allen, so I'll be doing a tour over that soon. All right, this might be the longest slide I've ever sat at in my life. Oh, that's the Dillard Special Achievement Center. I wonder what you gotta achieve to get to that. So back on Greenville, you guys can kind of look at what the retail shopping stuff looks like around here. So yeah, a lot older feel around this area. And then we'll get into more of the new stuff. But all this, and these neighborhoods are gonna just be not even 5 minutes away from 75. So that's like a 30-minute drive down to Dallas and those areas. Okay, up on this right side is the Lowry Freshman Center. So this is where your kid would go. You know, they go to middle school and then they would go for a year into this freshman center, and then they would finish up at Allen High School. But that's the freshman center on the right side, and then we'll be coming up on the Allen Stadium, which is just huge, on this left side, where maybe you guys can kind of see it. This is the baseball field up on the left side for Allen High School, and then the stadium. Let's take a little drive around the stadium. All right, let's try to pull in right here. Nope, it's gated. Dang it. It's always gated. I always choose the worst times. I wonder if I can just pull in and you guys could see it from here. All right, that's the stadium over there. Maybe you guys can kind of get a look. It is ridiculously big. And when they first built it, they were having problems with it, like the cement and the floor was cracking. So that was a whole debacle. Can't really get into that. It's closed on me. All right, now we're headed over to Stacy. This is Exchange that we're off of. If we took a left here, this would take us to 75 and then hop on that. And then we're still relatively close to 121 too, so going into Frisco and those areas, not too bad. You just hop on 75 and then you could take 121. The next neighborhood that we're gonna be heading to is the Huntington Villas. These are gonna be also Megatel. There's gonna be final opportunities. They only had like 4 townhomes popping up on the MLS. Some of these neighborhoods, these next neighborhoods, they had a whole bunch of quick move-ins. Like on the website, they'd have like 17 quick move-ins, but then on the MLS, they'd actually only be advertising like 4 homes available for sale that were getting close to like a December end time or completion or kind of the beginning of 2023. All right. So we're also on the border of like Fairview, so we're getting on the more northern part of like the northeast side of Allen over here, where it's along Fairview. And Fairview is just a really small city compared to that of Allen. But there's a lot of people that will move into Fairview. They have some more land out towards Lucas, out towards these areas. Once you start going out towards Levon Lake and those areas, there's a bit more land. Everything else around here is really just developed out. Allen had neighborhoods coming in way before Frisco. All right, here we go, into Huntington Villas. Once again, Megatel homes. All right, so little nicer retail, you know, more of a modern look, not like that old crusty feel we were kind of just around. This neighborhood is gonna have an HOA of $235 monthly. And then the elementary school that it's gonna go is Marion. But you're gonna have the same floor plans and this one as the last neighborhood that we were in as well. On the low end, they have the Aiden plan. That's a 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 1,813 square feet. Currently listed at $550,000 at $303 per square foot. And then on the high end, they had what was shown on the MLS. They have the Sheldon plan. So the Sheldon plan in the last neighborhood was $589,000, and then within this neighborhood, it's $600,000. That was listing at in here, and that's still the 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 1,893 square feet at $317 per square foot. These are gonna have like a little bit of a mix. You got kind of like this white brick, and then you got some like brick and stone, a little bit of change up within this community. Not a whole bunch of parking spots. The last neighborhood over there in Parkview had a little bit more parking areas, but not a whole bunch of parking spots in here. The lot sizes in this neighborhood and the last neighborhood are gonna be like 25 by 90, 25 by 100. So you're gonna be tight, really tight, but I mean, it's a townhome, so what are you guys expecting? All right, got a little cul-de-sac here. So as you can see, still like no amenity center, no pool area, nothing like that. So if you're one to want to be around something that has more of an amenity with it, then for sure these are not the neighborhoods for you. But if you don't really care about that, and you know, maybe you're looking at something as an investment, maybe you're building your house in 2 years, maybe you want to get into a townhouse, maybe you then want to turn that into a rental. I've had plenty of families talk to me about maybe building a house and then buying a townhome right now, and then, you know, later on selling the townhome or turning it into, you know, their own rental. Everything on the outside bricked up with a nice barrier wall, so you kind of get like a little bit of privacy and it feels more enclosed, but not going to be a huge neighborhood. Like I said, none of these neighborhoods, but the next one I go into is going to have some good things around it. So this, I wouldn't say, these aren't walking distance to the event center in those areas, but the drive is going to be less than 2 minutes over to that. And this is going to be where all the shopping is, the malls. Here's their green area. See, they could have put like a nice little park on this left side. I mean, they're making enough money off people. Come on now. Is that even a parking spot? So outside of the neighborhood, you have a Taco Bueno. So that's pretty sweet. And then there's a, which is Christian Brothers Automotive Repair Brakes Plus. I see a Whataburger a little bit further. We'll get into all the restaurants here once we turn left onto Stacy. We're headed over now into Stacy Green. This is gonna be Cambridge homes. Personally, out of all these builders, Ashton Woods and Cambridge are gonna be more like the type that I like and like looking at. I feel like Megatel is just, I mean, all these are gonna be cookie cutter, but Megatel is gonna be like the most cookie cutter out of all of them. When I walk into a Megatel, I just feel like it's just kind of put up. Ashton Woods and Cambridge kind of offer a different look and style with their townhomes rather than just like the all brick or the little brick and stone that doesn't add too much of a difference between the townhomes. They all just kind of blend in. On the left side is Fairview Town Center, and then we're also going to go into the Allen Event Center area, and then we'll cross over 75, and then we'll be headed right into Stacy. But I'll take you guys around some of the shopping right now to show you. So, and like I said, that neighborhood is not even, I mean, it's a light away from all this stuff. They're gonna have like movie theater, JCPenney, Dillard's, those type of shopping areas. And then on the left side here, more restaurants. There's like a Top Golf. I'll pull into, let's do this. Let's go up further here. Yeah, some more stuff. Macy's, Old Navy, Gloria's. I'm just naming off things for you guys. And then on the left side is where all the restaurants, more of the restaurants are going to be. They have the In-N-Out over here. And then over here is also where the Dallas Sidekicks play and the Allen Americans. And one of my buddies from back when I was playing hockey and growing up with, one of my good friends actually signed to the Allen Americans and is going to be playing with them next year. So I'll definitely be coming out to some games, watching him, and maybe do like a couple of, I want to do some videos where it's like going out and doing some like sporting events. So whether it be like an Allen Americans game, a Dallas Stars game, Dallas Cowboys, you guys got me messed up with the prices of tickets. So maybe I probably won't be doing that. But then maybe like a Texas Ranger game and kind of showing you guys the events and what that kind of looks like. All right, so now this is the event center area. I gotta get over to the right. Help me out, RAP4, help me out. All right, so Credit Union of Texas Event Center, that's what they're calling it. I used to come over here and play when I was a kid. They had just built this, I say when I was a kid, but like back when I was in middle school, I was playing hockey over here. We didn't get to play in the huge stadium, but they had like another side rink. It was always fun. And believe it or not, guys, I started playing hockey at the Stonebriar Mall. I've been living around here so long, back when the Stonebriar Mall actually, and that's over in Frisco, had a ice rink in it. That's where I first started playing back in like 2006, learning how to skate on ice. All right, let me take you guys around some of the shopping, some of the stuff in here. This is a really popular area for everyone to come out to. They have some areas to hang out at. Not really gonna be like a Legacy West or like that type of thing, or Waters Creek when I did a tour over by that Montgomery Farm Estates, but they are gonna have a ton of options for you guys when it comes to eating. And then on this other side they have a Dick's, a Target, there's a Best Buy over here as well. That lady just popped out of nowhere. All right, now we'll head over to Stacy Green. So the first neighborhood, Parkview, gonna be about maybe 5 to 10 minutes. Oh look, zebra. It's a clean white Z there. I can respect it. Jeez, I got the bumps. Now here's the Best Buy on the right side, Dick's Sporting Goods, there's the Super Target, and then on the back side behind the Dick's is the Topgolf. And then we'll be headed over into Stacy Green. I just got to figure out how to get out of here. Now we'll be crossing over, or I guess crossing under 75 next. Okay, I thought that was going to be the way out. And this area is called the Village at Allen. And then they also have a Cabela's over here, so outdoor sport. I mean, they got the Dick's, and then they got a bigger Dick's. There's also Rudy's on that right side. When it comes to barbecue, my recommendation is Hutchins Barbecue. Not Hard 8, not Rudy's, Hutchins. I think Rudy is like the fast food of barbecue. Actually, I did scratch that. Dickies is the fast food of barbecue, actually. All right, so headed north now. 75, you take that and get into Anna, go into Melissa and those areas, and then south would take us down into Wiley, Plano, and down into Dallas, about 30 minutes from this area. Depending on the traffic, right? Like, sometimes on a good day, it'll be 30 minutes. On a bad day, it'll be 50. And this right here is the busiest intersection in Allen. This is where everyone comes to meet. And this next neighborhood we go into is gonna be part of a bigger development with it. So you're gonna be right next to apartments and those things, but you're also gonna be right next to a Rosa's. Pretty good. That is the fast food restaurant of Mexican fine dining over there. Personally, I like Rosa's. Not everyone likes Rosa's. My mom is not a fan of Rosa's, but I am. They have like I don't know. It's something about their tortillas. It's just... And the sopapillas too. You get some sopapillas, you get some honey, you mix it, bada bing, bada boom, you're having a good day. Once we make this turn under 75, on this right side is where the Allen Premium Outlets are gonna be. They have some of the new commercial stuff on this left side built out too. More restaurants and things like that. They got a Liberty Burger over here, a Mattress Firm Super Center. I mean, come on guys. They got some great shops over here. On the left side is the Bluefish Japanese restaurant, Floyd's Barber Shop. I was about to get a haircut. Turns out my person has left me, and I talked with Floyd's and I'm like, hey, where did they go? And they're like, I don't know. The barber shops know. You know exactly where the barber goes. It's so annoying whenever I'm going to, this has happened to me like 2 times where I'm going to a barber shop, I find a good barber, that barber leaves, and then I can no longer find that barber anymore. So this leads me to my next point. I think I'm gonna try to grow my hair out. Okay, on this left side is where Cambridge Homes is gonna be. Here is where that Roses is. Now, living over here, you are gonna smell the fajitas when they start cooking. That's the one thing, is like, I'll drive around this area and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, it smells like chicken fajitas. Let's just get into some details about this. So within here, they're gonna have an HOA of $715 quarterly. The lot size is gonna be just like maybe a little bit bigger, 30 by 90, like not that much bigger, but like I said, everything's gonna be super tight. But you are on this other side. Like I think this is the better side. I think if I was to choose, I'd wanna be on the west side of 75 because that's where more of this shopping stuff is, restaurants. I mean, we were just over at the event center on the other side, but a lot more people go to like the Allen Premium Outlets and those things. All right, down there to the right is a walking trail, things like that. They got a whole bunch of trees over there. There's the apartment complex I was talking about over to that right side that they have. So that's a little bit further. May not have too many people parking over here due to the apartment complex. But on the low end in here, so they were showing that they had like 24 homes coming available. But for instance, they have the Declan model. That's a 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 1,797 square feet, listed at starting at like $492,000 at $273 per square foot. And then on the high end, they have the Warwick model, and that is a 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 2,066 square feet. Let's go down the alleyway. Oh, let's not, because it doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to fit down it. Reverse. Hold on, guys. Reverse. But yeah, the Warwick, that one's gonna be starting at like $548,000 at $265 per square foot. And then you're not gonna get also no amenities around. I mean, your amenities are gonna be the Allen Premium Outlets and those stuff. So still no pools, nothing like that within here. No workout rooms. But you are close to all the fun stuff that Allen does have to offer. And then the school that's gonna go in here is so still Curtis Middle School, still Allen High School, but then the elementary school is gonna be Cheatham. I think I'm saying that right. Cheatham. And then these are gonna be facing out towards the tree line, which is kind of okay, that's kind of interesting how they have these backed up here, facing out towards the trees. In Terrasante. Sorry guys, when I'm close to Roses, I just all of a sudden want to start speaking Spanish. That's the only Spanish I know. En Terrasante. My grandma would not be proud. She is Spanish speaking, and that just didn't get passed down to me. All right, let's hop back on Stacy, and then we'll head over to the Lexington Estates. This is gonna be Ashton Woods now for this builder. Stacy also, if I just kept taking this and didn't get off of it, this would also take us into Frisco downtown. So that's why I kind of say it's like the main street of Allen, because then this road actually turns into like the main street of Frisco. And you know, you really don't have to take the 121 to get into Frisco. You could just, you know, stay on this road, but it's going to be about like 20 lights till you get there. So you probably don't want to do that. And then it'll probably, like, over to Frisco is going to be like about $3 in tolls to get over there. There's a pretty big checkpoint on Coit that is like, I think the toll was like $2.37. All right, on this right side is the Reserve on Waters. This is going to be new luxury homes, Southgate Homes. Southgate is also building in some areas around Prosper over in Windsong Ranch. But Southgate is a pretty nice builder too. So that says coming summer 2023. Looks like they're getting everything flattened out. Coming summer 2023. All right, so new luxury neighborhood over here. And you're surrounded by other really nice neighborhoods too. So it's not like they put a luxury home around a bunch of randoms. It's not like they're putting a luxury neighborhood around a bunch of random stuff. All right, the other thing that's coming a little bit further, so like I was saying, most of your amenities are going to be around Allen, but there's also the farm that's coming over in Allen that's going to be closer to where Lexington Estates is. This is going to be one of the new developments that's coming later on. This is going to compete with like Legacy West and those things. McKinney has the hub on 121 as well. These other cities are having to, you know, build these bigger developments because Legacy West is just such a beast and bringing in so much money for playing out. This is on Ridgeview. Now, if you just watched my previous video, I did a neighborhood tour over Ridgeview Crossing. That's just a little bit further up here. The Lexington Estates is going to be on this left side, and I'll get into details about that. But on their website, they were showing like 17 homes available, but on the MLS, it was about like they were advertising for out to realtors to look on the MLS and what was available there. Okay, this is Lexington Estates. So you're gonna have, actually that's wrong. Here's what these are gonna look like. So they don't have any of the actual exterior going yet, but I will say Ashton Woods does make the houses on the exterior look different from each other. So each one of these are gonna be like different colors. Over on this side, they don't really have, this is gonna be your walking trail, and that we're currently looking at the amenity center. So it's just 2 tables and a roof. I know. That's all you get, guys, for an HOA of $250 monthly. And then the school is going to be Jenny Preston, Curtis Middle, and then Allen High School. On the low end in here, they have the Georgetown model. That's going to be a 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 1,674 square feet. It was originally listed at $525. It's dropped down to $474,000 at $283 per square foot. And then on the high end, they have the Belmont plan. That's going to be a 4-bed, 3.5 bath, 2,147 square feet. It was first listed at like $605,000, and now that one's dropped down to $555,000 at $258 per square foot. But that's going to be the 4 neighborhoods that are actively showing. Let me go into, let me just drive over into Lexington Estates, show you guys what that kind of looks like in case some of you guys are interested in maybe some single family. Now they're not gonna have any new construction over in this neighborhood, but you know, it's always nice to look at what you're gonna be around and what who your neighbors are gonna be. All right, and then I'll go a little bit further too and show you where they have like an AMC theater over here as well. Oh, actually, take that back. This looks like the last house that's getting built here. So it looks like they're, oh, nope, I take that back. There's 2 houses. Looks like there's 2 houses finishing up. So yeah, not much of a master plan community. And that's gonna be Lexington Estates in there. All right, let me go further down here, and then that's where I'll end today's video. All right, on this left side is where your commercial stuff, retail stuff's gonna be. I'll pull into there. They also have a Lifetime Fitness on this back side as well. And then straight ahead is where 121 is. So that the neighborhood Lexington Estates is gonna be super close to 121, so you could hop on that. And then, oh, I said AMC, sorry, my bad, Cinemark. Cinemark is over here, and then they also have some apartments coming in finally around this area too. But there's the Cinemark straight ahead. And that's gonna do it for this video, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that one, driving around Allen, showing you guys some of the new construction townhomes. If you guys are interested in any of that, leave me a comment, send me a text. I got all my information down below. Other than that, peace out, y'all, and take it easy as always. Thanks for checking out my channel and watching that video. I got more videos floating around here. If you're in the market to buy or sell real estate in the DFW area, contact me, Daniel, at the Home Expert Team. I will be happy to answer any of your questions. Besides that, bye.